Tottenham are experiencing days of intense activity in the transfer market after suffering one of the biggest blows of this summer. The deal for Eberechi Eze, which seemed close to being finalised, was hijacked by Arsenal, and now Spurs are racing against time to find alternatives. The club are studying big-name options, are willing to invest heavily, and have already opened talks with new targets to address the lack of creativity in the squad. Check out all the details in this video. If you want to receive the very latest Tottenham transfer news exclusively, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so YouTube keeps delivering all the inside information we publish here. The failure to sign Eberechi Eze, who chose to join Arsenal instead of Tottenham, caught fans and directors by surprise. According to TBR Football, Spurs had everything in place, but a last-minute move by their North London rivals collapsed the deal. The 27-year-old will now wear the Gunners shirt, leaving a significant gap in Thomas Frank's plans. Faced with this sudden turn of events, Tottenham quickly shifted their attention to new options. According to TBR Football, the club have reignited their interest in Bilal Elcanis, the 21-year-old Moroccan talent currently at Leicester City. The player had already been monitored earlier in the transfer window, but Spurs switched focus to Eberechi Eze. With that deal failing, Elcanis is back on the radar as an immediate alternative. The Moroccan was one of the few standout performers during a difficult season for the Foxes in the Premier League. His displays have attracted attention from several clubs, and now Tottenham are considering a more concrete move. Interestingly, Crystal Palace have also made Elcanis a priority to replace Eze, opening the possibility of a direct battle between Spurs and the Eagles. In this case, the Lily Whites could even get their revenge in the market after missing out on the English midfielder. Meanwhile, transfer expert Graham Bailey, speaking to TBR, added that Tottenham continue to monitor Savinho of Manchester City, even though the citizens have given no encouragement. According to Globo Esport, Spurs are preparing an offer of around £69 million, €80 million, to try and make the deal happen in the coming days. The report adds that Savinho's representatives are already in London to begin formal talks. Manchester City, however, have already rejected an initial bid worth around £45 million, insisting that the Brazilian is not for sale this summer. Even so, Spurs remain determined to convince the citizens with a substantial offer. Additional sources reveal that the London club plan to step up negotiations after their head-to-head clash with Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. They intend to use the direct contact between the two clubs' executives as an opportunity to push discussions forward and press for a favourable outcome. Pep Guardiola has already told Football London that he counts on Savinho, praising his talent and making it clear he wants to keep him, though he admitted that ultimately the decision also depends on the player's wishes. Another journalist bringing key updates was Fabrizio Romano, reporting for GiveMeSport. He revealed that Tyler Dibling, valued at around £50 million, has now entered Tottenham's internal discussions as a priority alternative following the collapse of the Eze deal. The 19-year-old has also attracted interest from Everton, but his name has been raised in recent meetings at the North London club. Dibling enjoyed a promising season with Southampton, catching the eye of multiple clubs, although the high financial demands may complicate the move. So far, Southampton have resisted his departure, setting strict conditions for any potential transfer. To protect their asset, the club even sidelined him from first-team training during pre-season, avoiding the risk of an injury that could jeopardize a sale. Dibling was left out of Will Still's squad in the 2-1 victory over Wrexham on the opening weekend, but he did feature off the bench in the 1-1 draw against Ipswich last weekend. In addition, Fabrizio Romano also reported that Morgan Rogers of Aston Villa is firmly on Tottenham's radar. The story was backed by The Independent, who even described Rogers as the board's dream target. However, Aston Villa remain firm in their stance. The player is under contract until 2030 and would only be sold for a fee exceeding £80 million, a sum that would surpass Tottenham's recent record signing of Dominic Solanke. According to TBR Football, Villa have no intention of negotiating Rogers' exit at this point, making the deal extremely complicated. The situation has become even tougher following the departure of Jacob Ramsey, as Aston Villa cannot afford to lose another key player so late in the transfer window. Still, the club face ongoing PSR, profitability and sustainability rules, issues, which continue to affect their finances and could eventually pressure them into a sale. At the same time, reports suggest that Villa could offer Rogers a new contract, despite his current deal already running until 2030. Given all the circumstances, Tottenham may keep their interest alive, but striking a deal at this stage of the window looks highly unlikely. Another front opened by Tottenham involves the midfield. According to Give Me Sport, Spurs are monitoring Kobbie Mainoo of Manchester United, valued at around £60 million. The possible departure of Yves Bissouma, who may leave after disciplinary issues, could accelerate the move. If the Malian is sold, Thomas Frank will need a new holding midfielder, and Mainoo is seen as the ideal alternative, especially after the serious injury to James Maddison, which has left the squad short of options. The England international is a product of United's academy, which makes a potential sale easier under PSR regulations. As a homegrown player, any fee received would represent pure profit for the Red Devils, helping them balance their accounts and stay within the Premier League's financial rules. In this scenario, Daniel Levy is expected to push hard for Mainoo's signing. At just 20 years old, he is already considered one of England's brightest talents, with the potential to become a future star. His technical ability, vision, and outstanding passing range are all reasons why Tottenham should seriously consider bringing him in. And now, Tottenham fans, we want to hear from you. Which of these names would you most like to see at the club? Do you feel confident in this squad-building process for the Premier League and Champions League? Or do you think it's not enough so far? Leave your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving exclusive updates on Tottenham's transfer dealings. Stay tuned. Come on, you Spurs.